One of the things I absolutely love about summer is being able to entertain guests, and I love to provide really good food and sides as well. Today on Jay's Real Kitchen, I'm going to show you the easiest and most tasty form of potato salad that I love to provide. And today we're going to be using red potatoes, and the reason for that is because once they're cooked they tend to be a lot more firm, but they still maintain their sweetness and they're quite a creamy texture. So very simply, we're going to start off by taking 2.5 pounds roughly, and this is going to serve about 8 people. So 2.5 pounds of red potatoes, and ready. Chopping them is super easy. We're not trying to get any records here for neat chopping or anything like that. We're simply going to slice it up into about 1/2 inch like that. And it doesn't matter if some of them are a little bigger. We're just going to cut it very roughly. And so you're just going to sort of get 1/2 inch rough, and we're just leaving the skins on because it really does add to the flavor. Now once you've chopped them, you're going to pop them into a large bowl that's filled with water as you're going, just so that they don't brown in the meantime. Now, when you've got all of your potatoes chopped, you're going to strain this water out. Now, on our stovetop, I know a lot of people tend to put their potatoes into boiling water, but you don't want to do that. The way to cook potatoes really well and perfectly is to start off in cold water. So that's what we've got on here, is we've got some cold water. And we're just going to pop all of those in there. Now, while our potatoes are slowly coming to a boil, we're going to start making the dressing that's going to go in the salad. You're going to start off with 1 cup of mayonnaise. Now, I'm not going to recommend my mayonnaise that I use. Everyone has their favorite mayonnaise. You can use whatever mayonnaise you prefer the most. And this is just 1 cup of that. Into that, we're going to add 1 tablespoon of yellow mustard. Now, you can also split this up and do sort of a 1/2 and 1/2 with regular yellow mustard and some Dijon mustard if you really prefer, but you can just use yellow if that's all that you have on hand. Into that, we're going to add 1/2 tablespoon of apple cider vinegar, 1/2 tablespoon of celery seed, and 1/4 teaspoon of paprika. And I'm just going to gently whisk that together. Now, I have to confess, I am not a big fan of dill. The flavor of dill is not one of my favorites. But if you'd like to, and quite often in potato salads, it does add quite a nice depth of flavor, you can add in about 1/2 tablespoon of chopped dill at this stage, and just leave this and set this aside. Now, while my potatoes are coming to a boil, I'd like to take a moment to give a shout out and a special thank you to all of my supporters on Patreon. Without their financial support, this channel would absolutely not be possible. If you'd like to find out more about Patreon and how you can help financially support this channel from as little as $5 a month, please click on the Patreon link down below in the comment section. Now, on the stovetop, we're letting our potatoes slowly come to a boil from cold, and the moment they start boiling, we're going to add in 1/2 tablespoon of salt. And then we're going to let it boil until the potatoes are what we call fork tender. So that means you put in the fork and they just sort of slide off or break apart very easily. Now, once your potatoes have boiled, you're going to strain them out really well, pop them into a bowl, and just let some cold water run over them for about 2 to 3 minutes. That'll immediately cool the potatoes down. And then we're going to strain that out and transfer that into our final bowl. And so I put mine into just a stainless steel bowl, and into that we're going to add 1/2 cup of chopped sweet onions, and I'm just using a red onion because I really do like how it gives it a different color in there, and 1.5 to 2 chopped celery stalks. Now, of course, if you don't like celery, you don't have to put that in there, but I really do. I think it adds quite a lot of flavor. And we're just going to gently mix those in a little bit. And now we're going to add in our mixture from earlier. And stir that up really, really well. Make sure that everything is very, very well coated. And now into that you can add just another pinch of salt and some freshly ground black pepper to taste. It doesn't have to be a ton, you just want a little bit of bite in there. And now you're going to refrigerate that for at least 4 hours. But ideally, if you really want a good tasting potato salad, you're going to leave it in the fridge for at least 24 hours before you serve it. Now, leaving this in the fridge really does help all of those flavors to permeate. So a good 24 hours before, or even longer if necessary, before you serve is ideal for this. I am very excited because I really do love potato salad. I do love the subtleness of the celery seed in there. You can just taste it. The mayonnaise, of course, is lovely. The potatoes are a perfect choice. That red potato in there is just absolutely superb. And I actually like leaving the skin on because it gives it a kind of mildly earthy flavor, but it's actually quite sweet. The onion in there, you can definitely taste that that flavor has permeated through everything. It's nice and it tastes very fresh. I really do love this recipe. If you tried this recipe, I would love to hear from you in the comment section below how this turned out for you and what your thoughts are, or what you'd love to put in your potato salad. I know some people do like to put in hard-boiled eggs. Sometimes I do, but I like it just like this. If you enjoyed this video, please remember to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, and remember to turn on notifications so that you know when my next video drops. Remember too that you can follow me on all of my social media, and those links are below in the comment section as well. Now, if you'd like to try some more of my salads and side dishes, you can click on this playlist right here. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, happy eating.